Imagine you sit down to dinner, and the table under your plates is made entirely of playing cards. At first, you might think you will flop, but with a little science and cleverly folded cards, the table can actually hold your favorite piece of slice. First, we look at the material. Standard playing cards are layers of paper and plastic. Paper is weak underwater, so the first problem is the sauce, juice, or steam from hot dishes. If cards get wet, they soften and then. To solve this, we coat each card in a thin layer of food-safe wax. Almost like birthday candles, the wax layer repels water and oil, so the cards stay dry and stiff. Next, weight. A pizza can weigh 1 kilogram, and a roast chicken even more. A flat card by itself will bend under that load, but the engineers use triangles for strong shapes. We fold cards into triangular prisms, making tiny trusses.
Each prism is about 5 cards thick.
Then we join dozens of these prisms in a lattice pattern. This design spreads the pizza's weight evenly across many cards. A simple calculation shows that a single triangular beam can support about 10 newtons before bending. With 50 beams under the pizza, the table handles 500 newtons, well over the weight of a heavy chicken. Humidity and steam still worry us. The wax helps, but it can melt at high heat. So we place a thin metal sheet under hot plates, keeping steam away from our card's structure. Metal conducts heat to the air instead of letting it touch wax. Now, even a bubbling stew in a hot pot won't soften the cards below. The next trick is stability. If someone bumps the table, will it collapse like a house of cards? To resist sideways pushes, we add card shear walls. These are flat layers of cards glued edge to edge, crossing the truss layer at right angles. The walls act like the walls in a real building, stopping the table from swaying. A small push on the table edge shows it barely moves. Finally, we think of wear and tear. Scratches from forks could scrape off the wax. So we use a polymer film thinner than plastic wrap. It wraps around each card like a skin. This film is tough, scratch resistant, and food safe. It keeps the wax safe and the card stiff for many use. In our thought experiment, dinner time becomes a marvel of paper architecture. The science is real: material coatings, truss design, heat shielding, and protective films all come together so that a pizza, a chicken, or even a towering stack of pancakes sits safely on what looks like a fragile deck of cards. By mixing playful imagination with physics and engineering, we turn a silly dream into a practical table. Every time you slide a plate into view, you'll remember that with the right folds and coatings, paper can stand up to dinner. Science shows us that nothing is too whimsical to explore. Even a table made of playing cards can serve a feast.